Cubs fans, and welcome back to another episode of Cubs Daily. My name is Steven Ryan. We're going to get into all of the action happening in Tokyo right now. But before we get into all that, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. How are we feeling after these 2 days in Tokyo? Are we ready to get back to sleep? Because I know I am. But either way, I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day. Let's dive right into it. Instant reaction to this game. The game is not over as I am recording this, ladies and gentlemen. The Cubs are currently trailing 6-3 as they do enter the top of the eighth. And, you know, we're going to get into more integral parts of the games throughout the rest of this video. But, you know, I'm not discouraged. I'm not really, like being like, oh no, 0-2, the sky's falling. Again, I'm not that kind of person when it comes to the Cubs. I used to be when I was a lot younger, but now when it comes to baseball, I'm a lot more even-keeled. It's a long season, a long road ahead. You just watch a team like the Dodgers who's missing Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, and you're just like, wow, they are a baseball team, ladies and gentlemen. They just got depth for days, right? Will Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, guys who bat, fourth, fifth, or sixth in their lineup. They got Kike Hernandez, who's an absolute great player. I mean, maybe not a superstar of the highest order, but again, a fantastic ball player. Andy Pages does a fantastic job for them as well. So you just look at the Dodgers from top to bottom, and obviously the Dodgers have spent money on their payroll, and they've invested in the team, but clearly it is paying dividends in twofolds because they're missing Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, and they're still putting up 6 runs. Just an absolutely incredible team, and, this was a great litmus test right away, right? The Cubs are trying to vie for a playoff spot. Now, once you get into the playoffs, you're going to have to play a team like the Dodgers, who is absolutely loaded. I mean, Sasaki in his first career start, yep, he was a little bit erratic. We'll talk about that here in a few minutes as well. But the dude's worth the money. I'm going to be honest with you guys. 100 miles per hour off the rip to start today's game. He's got great off-speed stuff. 15 mile per hour difference. He is going to be an absolute issue in Major League Baseball for the foreseeable future. No doubt about it. And obviously, the Dodgers made a great call in signing him. They have a great 1-2 punch with him in Yamamoto. And we're not even getting into Glass now or Blake Snell. The Dodgers are just loaded, ladies and gentlemen. They're the creme de la creme for baseball in terms of record and team building wise. But again, that's why you play the games, because you never ever know come October who is going to win and who is going to have the most success. So, Cubs are trailing 6-3 right now. There is 6 outs remaining for the ball club still, right? We're entering in the top of the 8th. I have the game on right here. But either way, if the Cubs go into, the sky isn't falling. Plenty of big league season left. But we did do this in a schedule breakdown. The first month of the schedule for the Cubs is absolutely insane. Lots of great teams, right? We've got 2 with the Dodgers here. And I've already done some prep work for the Diamondbacks next week. Oof. That team is tough as well. So the Cubs really do have their work cut out for them. So let's talk about a little more happier thoughts here. Let's talk about Matt Shaw. Congratulations, Mr. Shaw, on your first big league hit in the Tokyo Dome earlier today. It was a little hard hit ball. The pitcher deflected it, but they gave the kid the hit. And then Dansby Swanson drove him in on an RBI double the next AB. So again, Matt Shaw is getting used to this, ladies and gentlemen. It's one thing to hit in spring training, right? Then it's one thing to hit at the big league level in a regular season game when you're facing the frontline starters for every single team potentially, and then postseason baseball, which is a completely different topic, and we'll get into that in another video, I'm sure. But either way, Matt Shaw gets the monkey off his back, gets a big league hit. Now, let's see if he can build off that. I mean, again, his situation's tough, right? He comes into this lineup. He's batting 5th. I think when Nico comes back, they're going to drop him down in the order a little bit. But either way, congratulations, Mr. Shaw. I believe it's going to be the first of many hit. I'm excited to see his first big league home run when that time does arrive as well for the young man. Also, Shaw made a good play at third base. went to his left, had to spin around, set his feet, fired to first. So it looks like he is grasping things over there pretty quickly, which is exciting to see for the Cubs, because obviously we tried that last year with Christopher Morel, and honestly, it just didn't work out with him. Chris Morel has a fantastic bat, but again, just did not work out defensively. And playing that left side of the infield, we need you to be solid defensively, no doubt about it. So congratulations, Mr. Shaw, one more time. Now, let's talk about one more thing that I've kind of noticed the difference between these Cubs and Dodgers, and the small things, right, ladies and gentlemen? Doing all the small things, taking the extra base, taking the extra pitch, doing the right little things leads to big success over time. And honestly, that's what the Dodgers do really, really well. And this is without Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, which makes them even scarier. Now, today's game, they had a little bit more power and pop in their system. But either way, the Cubs are in an absolutely fantastic position, I still say. I know it's 0-2. You're playing the defending World Series champions, okay, ladies and gentlemen? It's not easy. You're going over to Japan. Again, it's not an easy trip. It's not made for everyone. But doing the small things matter, right? Taking the extra pitch, seeing it, moving an extra base, etc., etc. Hitting the cutoff man, etc. Preventing a runner going 90 feet. Those little things add up over time in baseball and lead to big wins, like I'm saying. That's what the Dodgers do very, very well on a consistent, regular basis. And they're threatening already right now. There's 2 outs, but either way, they get, they put runners in scoring position, and then they don't try to hit a home run. They just try and flare it into right field. They try to make contact. They try to make you make a play. That is the epitome of good baseball, and that's what the Dodgers are absolutely excellent at in this situation. So, one last thing I want you guys to go on home about, and that right here is, ladies and gentlemen, the ABS system. I thought it was very prevalent in this game. I thought it was very needed in this game for the Cubs, ladies and gentlemen. I thought we needed this system tremendously, unfortunately, because it led to a downfall. I wouldn't say the complete downfall. I'm not sure if the Cubs do win the game or not, but I'm going to say this. Let's take a look at this image right here that our main man, this was the Kike Hernandez home run, right? Take a look right here with me. You see that 4 right there? That was called a ball, but it should have been strike 3. Now, you could argue strike 1, which is right behind the blue 6 right there. That could have been a ball too. But odds are, is Kike Hernandez, he is not going to be, challenging that ball. Or by any means, he's not going to be challenging that, because it's just the first pitch of the at-bat. But when it's 1-2 and there's a ball right there, I need Justin Steele to be able to be like, hey, man, I need this call correct. Because you know what? 1 pitch later, 2 pitches later, home run. Boom. 5-1. The game seems out of reach at this point. Right now it's 6-3, right? It could be 4-3, and the Cubs are scratching and clawing their way back into this game as we speak. It's a totally different topic of conversation. And especially when you're playing the Dodgers, you need every single thing you can have in your advantage go your way. So, honestly, with the gambling in sports, all this stuff, I understand, ladies and gentlemen, that, you don't want... You want the human element of the game. I'm tired of that nonsense, all right? I'm cool with letting the umpires be humans, but I need correct calls. I need correct calls a majority of the time, and especially in situations like that where Justin Steele needs that strike to maybe get out of the inning and maybe keep the Cubs in the ballgame. I don't know. Just me personally. What are your guys' thoughts on the ABS system as well? And also let me know your guys' thoughts, how you are feeling after 2 days in Japan, and hopefully we can get back to a normal sleeping schedule. So that's going to be it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I hope you all have a fantastic afternoon. I will see you all tomorrow. If the Cubs come back, it will be the first thing we break down in tomorrow's episode. So I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you soon.